Hey guys, today I'm trying a new style of video. In this I'm going to be analyzing a dogfight that I just recently had. This dogfight is against the Fox is Cunning in his F6C 10NA, and also Yo Mama's So Fat in his C202. This battle seemed to be a little bit of an up tier, as my P51 is 3.3 and these guys are both 3.7. The F6C 10NA is a premium French fighter. It's a P51 basically, at 3.7 that you get from the battle pass. I do not have it, I don't fly French planes, and I do not have the battle pass. As you can see, he already has the energy advantage on me, as he started above me, so I am playing entirely defensive for pretty much all of this fight. I am just turning to get out of his guns. I managed to avoid his guns back there a little bit, and now I'm going to gain some distance and see what he decides to do. He could catch me if he wanted to, as he has the height and speed on me. And so we're going to speed up time to save a little bit. As you see, he is catching up to me. I know he's going to be on me, so I decide to turn into him. I initiate a dive right here. This is, in my opinion, the best thing you can do if you ever are trying to turn into someone but they've really got you in an exposed position. You can't climb up because you'll slow down and stall and be an easy shot for them. You can't keep going because they'll hit you, so the best thing you can do is dive. And you'll probably, if you dive and turn far enough, you'll probably end up getting out of their guns as well. Now you can see we're in a turn fight. We're starting around 2,900 feet, and this turn fight is going to be dropping all the way down to the deck, or all the way around 1,900 or less. By feet, I meant meters. His turn time is 21 seconds spaded, and mine is 20 seconds spaded, so I should technically have the advantage. But as you can see, I never really gained ground in the turn fight throughout this fight. I believe this is because of the damaged tail that I've already endured from a head-on earlier, which I managed to survive mostly unscathed. Now you can see he's attempting his looping maneuvers to get behind me, and so I initiate a steepening of my dive a little bit. Just like I talked about earlier, that kind of increases your turn speed and helps you get out of them trying to push this in their guns onto you. My turn throughout this is a fairly constant turn. I'm keeping around 26 to 29, 260 to 290 kilometers an hour, and just a steady turn. He is doing these diving attempts, and now you can see I attempt to get onto him, and I end up not pulling quite hard enough to get onto him. Nothing I could really do there. If I pulled too hard, I might knock my pilot out, or just honestly, the plane might not be capable of it. That was his first mistake, and I realized maybe I can win this fight. You know, you always hope you can win a fight, but you never actually know for sure. My plane is seeming to be about equal in turning to his, but he should still have more energy than me because he started above me. But as you can see later on, that this fight really drains most of his energy. He's been doing these looping maneuvers and trying to get behind me, and they haven't been working, and they've been using a lot of energy. I'm speeding up the fight a little bit here to save time, because it's really a lot of the same thing. As you can see right here, you can see Yo Mama's So Fat C202 out there. Let's watch out for him. Right here, I actually managed to get a hit on him, and this is where the Fox is Cunning makes his big mistake. I don't know why he decided to turn the opposite way right there, but it really opened him up to me, and now I am on his tail. And I set him on fire, and this is the beginning of the end for the Fox is Cunning, unfortunately. He is on fire, I am behind him, and there is not much he can do. I missed some shots there, but at the turn right here, I unload, and he enters a spin. Unfortunately, the Fox is Cunning will be taking the room temperature challenge right here, but I cannot celebrate my kill, as Yo Mama's So Fat is now on my tail in a C202. Correction, he's not quite on my tail, but he will be soon. The C202 is 3.7 Italian, and it has a 19-second turn time. The C202 EC has a 20-second turn time, but I believe this is the one that's just the basic without the EC, which just has cannons. So this one has a 19-second turn time. He's already got the advantage on me turning, but he's also got the advantage on me in energy. So, like I was playing the beginning of the fight with the Fox is Cunning, I'm really just playing defensively for the rest of this fight. And you can see he's already got chances to pull in on me right now. He's going to try to right now. I am going to initiate my diving maneuver, and luckily managed to avoid his shots right there. I'm around 300 kilometers an hour. I'm not entirely sure how he is, but I'm sure it's higher because he's dove on me in the beginning and he's been diving on me ever since. And here he comes again. I luckily managed to stay inside of his turn right there, and that is very lucky because if he had gotten guns on me right there, I was entirely exposed and there's nothing I can do. I look and see the AI over there because I heard his engine, but now I try to initiate a dive and it is unfortunately too late. Perhaps if I hadn't been distracted by the AI, then I could have dove sooner, but I feel like this fight would have ended badly for me anyways. He unfortunately stunned my pilot there, but excellent work. Your mama is fat, or whatever his name was. He caught me off guard, and there was really not much I could do. Takeaway from this fight: keeping at it is always a good strategy. I wore the fox's cunning down. I managed to get him to lose all his energy, and he ended up making a foolish mistake of turning the opposite way that we had been turning the entire time, allowing me to do the same and get on his tail. In all honesty, not 100% sure what I would have done to win the fight in his position, but hopefully not that. For the fight with the C202, I really don't think I could have done anything else. Excuse me for dropping that metal piece right there. Anyways, if you guys want to learn more about dogfighting, I highly recommend checking out Defyn on YouTube, Defyn. I will link his channel in the description. Go give him some love. He has some excellent videos on dogfighting. He has a bunch of videos of all kinds of aircraft. He actually has a video with a British variant of this P51 that I'm flying right now, which is nearly identical. It only has a couple differences. And he also has like some schooling videos on how to dogfight better. So be sure to check him out, and thank you guys for watching.